everyone, it's me Leonie and welcome to another video. As of July 31st, I have been on YouTube for a year now because last year, July 31st, I posted my Booktube newbie tag, which is now privated because it was way too awkward. But that means I've been on Booktube for an entire year now, and that's kind of weird. Last year, I really did not expect to be in the place that I am right now, having made the friends that I made through Booktube. That's just absolutely amazing. So I thought, in honor of me being on Booktube for an entire year now, I would do the 50 facts about me so you can get to know me a little bit better. My name is Leonie. I am Dutch. No, I don't do drugs. No, I'm not tall. I'm actually only 1.66 meters, which is 5'5". Yes, I do indeed like cheese. And yes, I do take the bike everywhere. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not 14. I'm 18 years old, and the 27th of August I will be 19. I really like reading, in case you hadn't noticed yet. I also really like writing, and with writing I mostly mean coming up with all different kind of stories and working them out in my head and then never actually putting anything on paper. I also really like drawing. My room is decorated with all sorts of drawings I made, including this one. I also really like cooking, even though I'm really bad at it. The same thing applies to singing. My favorite books of all time are Angel Fall by Susan E., Scarlet by Marissa Meyer, Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo, and Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I have never read Harry Potter. I love horror movies, but even though I do not scare away from creepy monsters and vampires in horror movies, I am absolutely terrified of insects or just anything that crawls. But on the other end, I am also that kind of person that's always like, no, please don't kill it, but just take it outside and let it live. And I'm also always that person that when an insect is laying on its back and it's like flailing its legs, I will do everything I can to turn it over so it can still stand on its legs. Like, I can't just leave an insect when it's just like so helplessly laying on its back. Like, I can't leave it, I have to save it. My favorite time periods are the Victorian era in the UK and the Golden Age in the Netherlands, which is like the time of the explorations and trade and the VOC and everything. I really like that. I also really love steampunk, but I've never actually read a steampunk book. When I read books, I take off the dust jacket. I absolutely love tea. It's basically all I drink, ever. I do not like novellas. I've never read a novella and I never will read a novella. I have read all the books in the Twilight series except for New Moon. For some reason, I just skipped that book and I don't even own it, and I've never read it. I really like villains and anti-heroes the most in any kind of fiction. My preferred length of a series for books is a duology because I love standalones, but with a duology you get the advantage of, you know, that one extra book. So duologies to me are absolutely perfect. I also have serious problems with finishing series. Like, there are barely any series that I've actually finished. Like, I can love the first book and still just never read the sequel. I have serious commitment issues when it comes to book series. My favorite animals are cats, owls, butterflies, and lizards. I have a cat, her name is Momo, and when she was a kitten, me and my friend saved her and her mother from the streets and brought her to an animal shelter. And then when they were put up for adoption, I convinced my parents to take one of the kittens, and we did, and now I have her for about 2 years and I absolutely love her. I am quite a competitive person, especially with myself. I have this weird thing where I really enjoy walking barefoot. I would rather be original than play it safe. I am a very dreamy person. Like, when I was in high school, I would always draw during class, and most teachers don't really mind. But there was this one teacher who really did not want any kind of distractions during his class. But I didn't listen to him. I still was always drawing. So I remember one time he literally took my pencil from me and he threw it out of the window. And we were 2 stories high and he threw my pencil out of the window. that did not stop me from drawing during his lessons. My Harry Potter house is Ravenclaw, even though that new test sorted me into Gryffindor. I do not care, I'm a Ravenclaw. And my Ilvermorny house is Thunderbird. My MBTI personality type is the INFP, and my D&D alignment is neutral good. My Pokemon Go team is Team Instinct. One thing in life that can always make me the saddest is nostalgia, but it's also an emotion that I feel very often because apart from making me very sad, it also makes me happy in a very weird way. It's kind of hard to describe, but I have that a lot. I am an only child. My favorite music is rock and electronic music. I absolutely love the night. Not only am I a complete night owl, I stay up way too late at night, but I also just love going outside during the night. I just don't know why. Every kind of book or fiction thing that has to do with the night or stars or something, I will instantly love because I just really love the night. I also really love thunderstorms and heavy rain. I am a huge fan of anything dark and whimsical, which you can hear me say very often when I'm reviewing books. But like, for example, I absolutely love Tim Burton movies, and a lot of Ghibli movies also have that whimsical, magical feeling, and I totally love Ghibli movies. My favorite Disney movies are Beauty and the Beast, Mulan, and Tangled. I read about 40 pages an hour, and I think that is considered a slow reader. I spoil myself on books. Yes, I'm one of those people that while reading will just flip through the book, read certain things that happen in the end. It's just how I do it, and you cannot stop me from doing it. And last but not least, I am a very clumsy person. I will just randomly drop things and I trip over everything. Something that would happen an embarrassingly awful lot in high school was that I would just be like tapping my pencil on the table out of boredom, and it would just randomly slip from my fingers and shoot across the room at rocket speed and just crash into something or someone, and then everyone would just be like, whoa, what the hell was that? And then I had to like super embarrassingly be like, sorry, that was my pencil, I didn't mean to shoot it at you, sorry. It was very embarrassing and it happened very often. And those were 50 facts about moi. Let me know if you relate to some of these things, and let me know a random weird fact about you, and I will see you soon in another video. Goodbye!